Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics, They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on BitChute, welcome to my BitChute channel, Comic Freak. Today, YouTube has sinned grievously against their creators. They released a bunch of tweets saying that they were going to rework their policy towards kids' videos. And this means a very bad thing for people who specialize in creating kids' videos. And we'll start reading here. An update on kids and data protection on YouTube. Responsibility is our number one priority at YouTube, and nothing is more important than protecting kids and their privacy. We've been significantly investing in the policies, products, and practices to help us do this from its earliest days. YouTube has been a site for people over 13, but with a boom in family content and a rise of shared devices, and the likelihood of children watching without supervision has increased. We've been taking a hard look at areas where we can do more to address this, informed by feedback from parents, experts, and regulators, including COPA, concerns raised by the U.S. Federal Trade Commission and the New York Attorney General that we are addressing with a settlement announced today. It sounds all good, huh? Well, it's not. In a moment, we'll see some of the drawbacks from this latest policy change from YouTube. New data practices for children's content on YouTube. We are changing how we treat data for children's content on YouTube. Starting in about 4 months, we will treat data from anyone watching children's content on YouTube as coming from a child, regardless of the age of the user. This means that we will limit data collection use on videos made for kids only to what is needed to support the operation of this service. We will also stop serving personalized ads on this content entirely, and some features will no longer be available on this type of content, like comments and notifications. In order to identify content made for kids, creators will be required to tell us when their content falls in this category, and we will also use machine learning to find videos that clearly target young audiences. For example, that have an emphasis on kids' characters, themes, toys, or games. Well, this is just wrong. Some adults like kids' stuff, or games and toys. It's not just a kids' thing because they like those kinds of toys. And what clarifies is kids' content, video games and the like. Adults like those kinds of games. Now, this article here, it covers everything that YouTube is doing, but it also raises a few good points, and that's why I want to go over it. YouTube plans sweeping changes to kids' content. YouTube, the giant video site owned by Google, announced on Wednesday massive changes to how it treats kids' videos, as the U.S. Federal Trade Commission hit Google with new rules and a record $170 million penalty to sell a probe into the privacy of children's data on YouTube. It's the largest penalty ever levied for violations of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPA, but critics, including Democratic dissenting FTC commissioners, noted that even a record-breaking penalty wasn't enough in regard to a company of Google's scale. Based on Google's performance last year, $170 million roughly equates to 2 days' worth of profit. Google generates the same amount in revenue in about 11 hours. Seems like more baby boomers trying to do policy on something they just do not understand. But Andrew Smith, the director of FTC's Bureau of Consumer Protection, said significance goes beyond the $170 million fine, calling the settlement a new front in its battle to protect children's data privacy. Wednesday, deal settles allegations that YouTube illegally collected personal information on children without parents' consent. We are holding platform liable under COPA for content posted by somebody else. That's a really big deal, Smith said during a press conference. The writer of this article mentioned that a $170 million fine is nothing for Google and makes that money in about 2 days. Well, this guy here is talking out of his mouth, saying it's a massive boon for children's protection. No, it's not. You're just giving Google another way to restrict people's freedom. YouTube will, in effect, presume that any people watching children-directed content on YouTube are actual children, regardless of their real age. That means it'll limit the data it collects on those views to the bare minimum. only what's needed to support the operation of the service, YouTube said. YouTube will also halt kids-oriented videos from having personalized ads, comments, and notifications, and it'll require that uploaders tell YouTube when a video is directed at children. These changes will take effect around the end of the year, and most of them are required by FTC settlement. One measured YouTube tapping machine learning to help place videos being categorized for kids goes beyond what the FTC requires. So you're taking away people's right to have own personalized ads so they can promote their business, as well as keeping away people who will try to, talk to the kids and say if anything they're watching is actually bad and that they're being lied to, huh? Maybe someone will want to make a comment like that. That was great. The article continues with, channels that post kids videos but don't identify them as such run the risk of getting hit with their own aggressive FTC fines, according to the commission. YouTube is the world's biggest online video source with 2 billion monthly users, and a huge number of the billions of videos viewed on the site are aimed at kids. One study suggests kids' content may be the most watched video category on YouTube overall, but YouTube has come under fire for a range of scandals involving children. Wednesday's 170 million penalty addressed the data YouTube collects without a parent's consent about the viewing of kids' videos, but YouTube has also faced scandals involving videos of child abuse, exploitation, nightmares content in its YouTube Kids app, and a predatory comments that sexualize clips of young children. You know, as I said before, some videos that just have kids stuff in it aren't actually kids videos. They're like videos that tell information about how the product was made or who made the product, like how Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created the Marvel Universe. The article continues. Kids viewers and their parents won't necessarily notice dramatic changes to the YouTube experience from these changes alone beyond the absence of comments. That's because it'll affect the creators of these videos, not the passive watchers. Parents won't need to worry as much about the data Google collects whenever their kids spool up a video on YouTube. The changes may mean fewer ads on kids' content because most of YouTube's ads are the personalized kind. They're banned from kids' content now, and the changes could mean the recommendations for kids' videos are less sophisticated. Yes, because people won't be able to use their ads to promote their videos or promote their businesses. It means less revenue for those people. And it'll, of course, leave most of that revenue for big businesses. You're basically kneecapping people because people use those ads to sell their merch, as well as promote their own products, as well as directing people to the next videos and entertainment they're making for kids. But YouTube may be making additional changes beyond these announced. Wednesday, the company said it would also be investing in its YouTube Kids app, including product improvements and a promotional campaign to raise awareness with parents. YouTube recently tightened its standards for which channels can be part of YouTube Kids, cutting the number of channels on the app, and last week it widened YouTube Kids to the web rather than offering it solely as a mobile app. YouTube will be creating a $100 million fund to be distributed over 3 years to invest in thoughtful original kids content on YouTube and YouTube Kids. Responsibility is our number one priority at YouTube, and nothing is more important than protecting kids and their privacy, YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki said in a blog post Wednesday about the changes. So you're basically tightening your standards? Where are the standards anyway? It's kind of a loose definition of what can be considered kids' entertainment. And not all of that stuff, as I said, is kids' entertainment. Most of it can be considered informational videos about what products are made by people, or lore videos from games and toys and other fantasy and science fiction products. Smith, the FTC official, said he hoped YouTube's actions would eventually lead to YouTube and other general audience platforms hosting kids' safe zones. The group affected most deeply by the changes will be creators of children's content, who stand to make less money and also face the risk of getting swept up into their own FTC penalties, and that may mean YouTube simply has fewer kids' video creators. Yeah. That's the problem. You're going to kneecap these people, and they won't be able to make their living off of it. Something that helps you make all that money each year, Google. But you think that your lame and your old stream media will win. No, you won't. Kids are watching these videos because they think it's cool. And that's why you will fail. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube, like this video says, is unsubscribing people and screwing with people. So make sure you are still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you have not subscribed, please just subscribe to me. Subscribe to me on YouTube at Read Comics They're Bad For You. Then go over to BitChute and subscribe to my BitChute channel, Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications. Hit that like button and leave some comments down below. And could you please share this video because YouTube is also screwing around with their creators by not promoting them. Please share this video, share it on Twitter, and share it on Facebook. And keep checking back in future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book, Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.